Loki has summoned other gods, he may be a god killer himself, Simo is revealed to have 100% accuracy, and much more to go over with Record of Ragnarok round 11. Loki vs the White Death has officially begun, but apart from that, we got official confirmation that there will be a special announcement with the release of chapter 100, the one that's coming out next month, which will include color pages, something we haven't had in a long time. As a reminder, these during the Jack vs Hercules fight were official color pages, various interviews, popularity polls, and potentially, hopefully, an announcement for Record of Ragnarok Season 3. No confirmation whether or not we're getting that, we can only hope, but this is the perfect opportunity, that's for sure. But now let's break down the entire chapter. Shout out to this mad lad for providing some translations and a overall summary. We see right away Simo's introduction, which connects to his official reveal in the previous chapter, some lore about his involvement during World War II as the Finnish soldier, where he became known as the White Death, taking out the Soviet Union, potential claims that he had 100% accuracy in the Record of Ragnarok lore, which is going to be wild once we see him shoot at Loki and his potential clone, something I'll be addressing very soon. But something a lot of people have been pointing out is that he actually enters this arena with his dog, but we do get a panel of him seemingly ordering his dog to wait here as Simo will return shortly. Does this mean his dog won't play a role in this fight? That is a possibility, but the fact that he came to the arena makes me, I guess, very curious and believe the dog will play a part, perhaps in Simo's victory, perhaps saving Simo at some point. I'm just imagining that's going to occur. But speaking of the arena, is indeed the forest in Finland where Simo became known as the White Death during World War II, where we see a giant dome being formed around the arena, something that likely connects to Apollo shooting through and almost killing a spectator, a change that has occurred in every round since. Alongside this potentially being the biggest arena we've ever seen as well, with potential claims that inside this arena the weather is ever changing. So right now it's snowy, but as the fight progresses we could have various things changing in regards to that. We learned that Loki was the one who accepted this being the arena, where we get some insight about Loki's potential plans shortly. But some of the most interesting stuff is how the other gods actually describe Loki as he enters the arena apparently. For example, he is right off the bat called the most evil god in all of heaven, and Ares is the one who at first doesn't understand why he would allow his opponent to have this insane advantage. Loki isn't like Hercules with his whole justice thing. Based on his whole interaction with Brunhilde prior to coming out here, he is indeed going for the kill no matter what. Therefore, we have the likes of Hermes, of course, explain that Loki wouldn't have allowed this if it put him at any disadvantage. This either means he has a plan to do with allowing this arena, or is so confident with his power that giving this to Simo won't even change anything when it comes to the outcome. But the most interesting thing comes from Zeus, who apparently describes that Loki's strength is unique, something a lot of us have been speculating about for quite some time, revealing that he's battled many gods who are seemingly stronger than him. I'm guessing this is referring to physically, but every time it was always him who was left standing in the end. This highlights that Loki is an absolute menace of a god, fighting others likely often and maybe even killing them, and due to his trickery he always comes out on top no matter what, where we get it revealed by Zeus again apparently that if Thor is the strongest Norse warrior, Loki is the strongest Norse assassin. I do hope this is the actual translation, as that does clarify a lot of things when it comes to Thor's position in the story and does build up Loki quite a bit as an absolute monster. I'm not sure exactly what god this is Loki defeated in the past. Maybe you guys have some additional insight, let me know down in the comments, but pretty wild stuff all things considered. Now it's time to address the thing everyone will be talking about until the release of the next chapter, Loki seemingly summoning the likes of Odin, Hercules and Thor for the purpose of attacking Simo, who's waiting behind this log with his sniper out at the start of the fight here, coming out of his arm similar to his weapon earlier in the series. Very strange stuff. This is what this guy's translations or summary says about this scene. The match started with Simo being considerably far away from Loki, where Loki begins taunting the White Death, then summons 3 smoke balls which transform into Hercules, Odin and Thor. Loki said that because he can't die here, then Simo will be the one who has to die, sending out his summons to hunt Simo. So no information in the chapter itself about what's going on here. Based on the reaction of all these other Valkyries and gods, it's likely a case that none of them know about Loki's ability here or have an explanation right now. And we already have the preview for chapter 100 from this mad lad who provided most of the leaks this month, which apparently claims this. The long-awaited battle resumes. Who are the gods that have appeared before Loki? Highlighting that it's likely the case we're going to get this revealed in the very next chapter, but based on what most people are saying, it's likely illusions, and that does connect to Loki's character the most. Theories have gone out there that it could be clones of some type, but not many people are believing this is actually them fighting or equivalent to that in power. My guess is it may be somewhat similar to Loki's dolls we saw him have of Brynhilda, where he can use these as bait more so for the purpose of trying to see where Simo is hiding, and the fact that he used these gods is more so connected to his trickery, trying to intimidate his opponent with these insane gods coming at them, while in reality they aren't powerful at all. Simo will likely one-shot all of them with his sniper shots. That's my guess. Let me know what you think about all of that down below. But something for sure is that the beginning of this fight is not disappointing at all. The arena is exactly what a lot of us wanted. Fighting style of Simo is what most of us wanted. He has his iron sight sniper rifle. He's using the terrain to his advantage. And then to add on top of all of that, insane aura panels from Simo as well. Go-to stuff. Great moments with his dog and potential stuff with that later on, at least based on most people's theories. And the amazing shock about one of Loki's new abilities. Something to also point out is the 3 gods he summons here are actually characters Loki has either transformed into so far in the Ragnarok series, or had a very close interaction to, like with Hercules. So maybe that has something to do with it. And when I was streaming a few hours ago, people mentioned that maybe Jack will be the one with his eye ability to explain what's going on with that, revealing that these aren't in fact the gods, just dummies. I guess maybe that's a possibility, who knows. Now if you want to support the channel even more, you can check out the merch, you can check out GamerSupps that has an insane discount on right now using my link, and of course becoming a member like these absolute mad lads. I have 2 other videos out already, one on Wukong vs Prometheus, which actually ended this month, and the previous video talking about Loki vs Simo. Check those out.